minute for people to get on through. Hey, someone's here. What's up? How you doing? We'll be talking about the underrated and overrated attractions at Cedar Point today. That's the plan. I have a whole list of them, and I'm just going to talk to you guys about that. So I want to hear from you guys down in the comments. Hey, what's up? What's up? Whoa, 8 people now all of a sudden. It just went from 1 to 8. All right. So we'll get started fairly quickly here. I'm going to let just a few people get in, and I'm also going to just kind of put a thing out on this live now. Live now. Come hang out. All right. Cool. Hey, what's up, guys? Whoa, I see a whole bunch. Uh, oh, is my mic not working very well? Atlas Spider. Well, I'm gonna text him. Why will it not let me text him on this? Any other person that lets me text, but it won't let me text Atlas Spider. Well, let's go the old-fashioned route. We'll Facebook him. It's working good. Okay, okay, it's working good. Cool. You're fine. Yeah. I have to cook before it rains. We'll be listening, but can't respond to much. You're a music teacher. My oldest daughter sings like crazy. Yeah. So I play the piano and I also sing. I was a worship leader for a very long time. Um, wouldn't really say I do that anymore, but I do play every once in a while for different things. But yeah, so that's something I did. Yep. All right. Now let's talk about these. I've got a whole bunch of stuff here. Okay, the whole idea is I got this straight from from Mammoth Club. Um, and I mean, a lot of the ideas I get from either Mammoth Club or All Ears and try to uh, take them and mold them to go to Cedar Point or for Cedar Point. So it's something that I always really enjoy doing one way or another, and they're a wealth of information about Disney World and about Universal Studios and a few other places. I mean, Mammoth Club has done Knott's Berry Farm now too, so there's lots of different things. But you guys should definitely check them out if you guys are fans of like Disney or Universal Studios, things like that. I got it all over myself. Um, I don't want to end up taking something from other people, um, without giving them the due credit. So, but anyway, we are talking today about all of the best places, or not even best places, the underrated and overrated attractions at Cedar Point. Um, so, we're going to talk about the main midway, the boardwalk, Millennium Midway, Gemini, Frontier Trail, and Frontier Town here. And I want to hear from you guys what things you think are the best and worst in those different areas. And we're just going to kind of try to get a bit of a consensus on it for which ones are the best that we have. Now, I'm using those different ones because that's what's on the 2023 map. The only things I'm not using are the kids areas. So Camp Snoopy, Planet Snoopy, and Kitty Kingdom, I'm not going to be using. Um, and then also anything that is there for Halloween weekends and stuff like that. So, uh, no, I am not at a hotel at all, Jeremiah. I am at my house. This is my house. That's why I have the no air conditioning in this old house. All right, so let's talk about it. So the very first one is the main midway, and the stuff that I've come up with, and you guys are welcome to come up with other ideas if you write it down in the comments down there. But it's the arcade, Kitty Kingdom, Sky Ride, Cedar Downs, Blue Streak, Valraven, Cadillac Cars, Carousel, Pagoda, Snoopy merch location. I forget what that one's called actually. And then the Midway Games, Hugo's, Corral, Chickies and Pete's, and then the Fry Place. So if you guys want to, let me know down below which thing you think is the most amazing on the Midway, on the main Midway. Which attraction, or sorry, not most amazing, but either, well, let's say overrated. So let's start with overrated. So which ones are your overrated attractions? And I'm gonna, can I chat? I don't think I can chat, can I? No, so I won't write it down. From Cedar Point, I don't know when I'm gonna be doing it again. I think it's probably gonna be this next week. I'll be there. But I knew that this was gonna, like, I haven't been there for the last week, so. Valraven is the overrated. Drew, I like Snoopy Boutique. Is that overrated or underrated, Taylor? Okay, so I'm gonna mark down Valraven here. Actually, I feel kind of bad calling Valraven even a part of the main midway because it feels like it should be a part of kind of that side section, just like you have the boardwalk on the other side. It seems like you should have like the Blue Streak midway or the Valraven midway or something like that, but they don't have that there. I'm not wearing an Iron Dragon hat. No, I am wearing a Drew. It's over. Valraven's overrated. It is steel curtain from Kennywood. So no, not an Iron Dragon hat. I wouldn't mind getting an Iron Dragon hat. Okay, I like Valraven for that. Does anyone else have something else that they think might work better instead of Valraven for overrated? There are very few people that are here. I mean, we've got somewhere between 16 and 20 people that are here, something like that. Um, so you guys are the like the real ones. So you get to be a part of helping me to decide which ones these things are. Hey, Drew! Watching from the Cedar Point boardwalk. I thought you were checking out a house today. Cool. Hi, Liam. Oh, you were just saying that's what Snoopy Boutique. Yes, you're right. I'm gonna call it Snoopy Boutique. Never gone to Cedar Point. Going for the first time on the 24th, though. Oh, you already did that. Okay, cool. The ice cream shop is overrated. Oh, I like that too. I didn't think about the ice cream shop. Ice cream shop. If we have a couple, I'm gonna leave a little bit of time in between each one. But if we have a couple, then we'll vote on which ones we want to be our overrated option. I'd agree with Valraven for overrated. Okay. Actually, I've heard a lot of people talk about Valraven like it's overrated. So it's not something unusual, I guess. I love Valraven, but yeah, I've heard a lot of people. It is kind of a short ride, and it almost feels like it could be a lot more than it is. And I think they could have made it a lot longer too. But so I guess I can kind of understand that. Drew Clark, no corkscrew, not on this one. That'll be on the Gemini Midway. But somehow I did forget to write that down. So we'll write that right now. All right. Anyone else? Hey, Mom Survival. Valraven is overrated. It's the third one saying that. The line it gets is unnecessary. Absolutely. I agree with that 100%. Pipe Scream is underrated. But that's still the wrong spot. That's Gemini Midway. All right. Anyone else have ideas for the main Midway? The Arcade, Kitty Kingdom, Skyride, Cedar Downs, Blue Streak, Valraven, Cadillac Cars, Carousel, Pagoda, Snoopy Boutique, Midway Games, Hugo's, Corral, Chickies and Pete's, Fries. I forget what the fries place is called also, or Ice Cream Shop. Millennium will be a great one once we get done there. Pipe Scream is underrated, along with Cedar Downs. So Cedar Downs could be an underrated attraction. But initially here we'll just start with overrated. All right, so right now I'm hearing a lot of Valraven. I kind of like the idea of the ice cream shop also because I'm not a big fan of the ice cream, but I have a feeling a lot of people are. Change my vote to Hugo's. Valraven, there's another Valraven. There's another Valraven. You know what, guys? The general public loves Valraven. There was always a long line for it. Absolutely, yeah. But that's also what makes it underrated, too. That's not necessarily saying it's a bad ride. It's just saying it shouldn't elicit the line that it gets. So, you know what, guys? I'm going to call it there. We're going to say Valraven gets it, but we're going to keep the ice cream shop on the list for underrated next. All right, so underrated. Once again, I'm going to read them off. The Arcade, Kitty Kingdom, Skyride, Cedar Downs, Blue Streak, Valraven, which we can't do now, Cadillac Cars, Carousel, Pagoda, Snoopy Boutique, Midway Games, Hugo's, Corral, Chickies and Pete's, Fries, Ice Cream Shop. Anybody for underrated? It makes for a mad ride. Absolutely, I agree with that. When have you last eaten Cedar Point's cheese on a stick? No, I've never had cheese on a stick. I haven't. Judge me. Gotta go play a gig. Taylor, I want to hear you sometime. Yeah, see you later. Valraven should get its fast lane plus removed. Underrated Chickies and Pete's. I'm down for that. Anyone else disagree about underrated Chickies and Pete's? And have other options, other ideas. Also, if you guys have anything crazy going on or you want to talk about anything, you can definitely talk about those things down in the comments also. The Skyride is underrated. I actually really high key agree with that. There are very few Skyrides left. What restaurant at Cedar Point has the best cheeseburgers? Um, Blue Streak. Oh, I see two for Blue Streak here also. All right, let's get Blue Streak. Um, Best cheeseburgers. I say this might be a hot take, honestly, but I say it's actually Coaster's Diner. Coaster's Diner, I think, has the best burgers by far. I don't really think that there are very good burgers in the park, other than that place. I waited an hour for Blue Streak. That is bad timing. Hey Zotro, nice to meet you. All right, let's see. Grab the pitchforks. Well, we're not on that yet. You can do Steel Vengeance. It's just a little bit. It may be similar. We'll have to see. Coasters has the best cheeseburgers. Yeah. All right. When was it? You waited 5 hours for Millennium Force. I was not there on opening day, but I was there. I think maybe like a year or two after Millennium Force started. I waited. It was probably 3 hours. It was awful. Do not recommend. Um. All right. So I'm thinking. Okay, we have Skyride, Valraven, and Chickies and Pete's. I really don't want to just choose. So I want you guys to choose between Skyride, Valraven, and Chickies and Pete's. So right down below, one of those three. I worked opening day for Millie. Oh my word. I want to hear stories about that. Okay, we're choosing between Skyride, Valraven, Chickies and Pete's for underrated attractions. See, Valraven, probably the one. Mean Streak was better than Steve? Oh. I'm judging that comment real hard. Mean Streak hurt. Okay, so I see one for Valraven, I see one for Skyride. You know, we didn't put Raptor on this list, did we? We can add Raptor for underrated. Chickies and Pete's. Oh, no, now I have one for all three of those. The only one, and probably one for Raptor, too. Okay, three for Skyline. Or Skyride, I mean. Anyone else for Skyride? Or for any of the others? Are you gonna disagree and go hard? Because right now it's looking like Skyride's winning. Boneville will be in a little bit here. All right. It's looking to me like we're just going to call it a Skyride. That works. Not Raptor. Not Chickies and Pete's. Not Valraven. No, it looked like Valraven might get it there. And do Skyride. All right. The next next one, these are actually going to be easier because all these now have fewer attractions rather than the main midway. The main midway was kind of insane with lots of different stuff. So now we have the boardwalk. The boardwalk has the Atomic Scrambler, Wild Mouse Coaster, Matterhorn bumper cars, Giant Wheel Pavilion, Gatekeeper, Planet Snoopy, and Max Air. If anyone can think of something else that they'd want to add to that list, you definitely can. By the way, also, yeah, I'm adding the kids' areas into it too for underrated or overrated. But yeah, we're like, so the kids' areas can be included as a part of this, but they're not, like, we're not voting on all the individual kids' rides because most of us are adults in the comment section here. So, the boardwalk. Again, Atomic Scrambler, Wild Mouse, Matterhorn bumper cars, Giant Wheel Pavilion, Gatekeeper, Planet Snoopy, Max Air. I'm seeing one for Wild Mouse right now from Liam. Wild Mouse, yeah, I think overrated for Wild Mouse, I think is not a bad choice. I think when it gets down to 15-minute waits, it really won't be a problem, but waiting an hour or 45 minutes for Wild Mouse is definitely a little bit over it. Gatekeeper is highly underrated. Well, then I'll save that for a minute because we'll get that in just a second here. Anyone else think something else besides Wild Mouse for overrated? I'm gonna wait just a minute, just in case someone's out there and they're like, "Oh my word, no, we have to do this one." I do think it looks like maybe the consensus is Wild Mouse. All right, let's do Wild Mouse then. Overrated Wild Mouse. The next one is underrated, and that'll be the Atomic Scrambler, Matterhorn, Bumper Cars, Giant Wheel, Pavilion, Gatekeeper, Planet Snoopy, or Max Air. I might try gaming. Honestly, though, I play like The Sims. Like, I'm not much of a gamer. The Sims, Planet Coaster, I do that too. I'm not like a massive gamer though by any means. I like the more like sandboxy games. So I would do that though. If you check out my Instagram, you can see some of that already. Okay, so I'm seeing Max Air, I'm seeing Gatekeeper, and Giant Wheel. Wow, okay. Max Air, Gatekeeper, Giant Wheel. Gatekeeper, another Gatekeeper too. Another Gatekeeper. Grand Pavilion. We'll add Grand Pavilion onto it. Oh yeah, I just called it the Pavilion. Grand Pavilion. I'm always the best with the best things. Or with the perfect way to say things. Oh, Troika! We forgot about Troika. Troika, Troika, Troika. Okay, so I've seen a bunch of. I have never tried Cedar Point saltwater taffy. Raptor and Rougarou are both in other areas. We will be talking about those soon, though, so stick around and you can vote for those. Okay, we have Wild Mouse. Nope, we've already done that for overrated. We have Giant Wheel, Grand Pavilion, Gatekeeper, Max Air, Troika, Troika, Troika. So far, I've already seen about 4 for Gatekeeper, I believe. And then several for the Grand Pavilion. So, let's open it up to to just people writing down which one they think. Between the Grand Pavilion and Gatekeeper, since I've already seen. You know what? No, let's allow some more voting. If you want any of these, Giant Wheel, Grand Pavilion, Gatekeeper, Max Air, Troika, 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 write it down below right now. Again, those options are Giant Wheel, Grand Pavilion, Gatekeeper, Max Air, or Troika, Troika, Troika. Gatekeeper, Gatekeeper. Gatekeeper. Seeing lots of gatekeepers. I'm about to be like, I'm about to call it, guys. So if you're not wanting it to be gatekeeper, then let me know. Hurry up. Also, we can take a little puppy break for a second. She doesn't like to look at the camera though. Gatekeeper, gatekeeper. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of gatekeeper. 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 Hey, say hi. Say hi, say Grand Pavilion. There's a Grand Pavilion. Attacks. Grand Pavilion. But I think I've seen about 6 gatekeepers. Anyone else? Going once, unless they flood in. Going twice. Grand Pavilion. Giant Wheel. Still not a flood though. Going 3 times. I like it that they've all gotten some love though. Underrated. Gatekeeper. Millennium Midway. Now the Millennium Midway, I didn't really even know existed. I kept calling it the Celebration Plaza, which basically is what like centers it now. But the Gatekeeper Midway is basically everything from the very end of the main Midway all the way up to where the bridge starts for what is it, Frontier Trail to begin. So where Millennium Force cuts through, that's the one spot. So we're going to talk about this Millennium Midway. That's going to include the Celebration Stage, Rougarou, Millennium Force, the train, the CP and LE train or railroad, Iron Dragon, Red Garter Saloon, Panda Express, and the Diner, the Coaster's Diner. So let me know what you guys think. Which ones are your yeah. Which ones are your overrated options between those? And I'll read them off one more time. Celebration Stage, Rougarou, Millennium Force, Train or Railroad, Iron Dragon, Red Garter Saloon, Panda Express, and Coaster's Diner. Uh-oh, it's hard to hear me again. I see Coaster's Diner. Is it hard to hear me? Are you guys having problems hearing me? Or is it when I look down that you can't hear me? Because that could be it. Sure, we can compare food to rides. Sure, we can. These are just underrated or overrated things, so they're not comparisons. It's just which things are best or worst. All right, I'll keep looking this way then. Okay, let's read through what they were again. So we had the Millennium Midway. We had Celebration Stage, Rougarou, Millennium Force, Railroad, Iron Dragon, Red Garter Saloon, Panda Express, and Coaster's Diner. I can't. I just can't. Wait though. I don't think any are really overrated there. I feel Rougarou is fairly ranked, and Panda is just overrated. Plug in your headphones and use that mic. Yeah, I could do that. I've been trying to charge it, Drew. Testing, testing. Sound better, guys? Okay, I see a couple. I see Panda Express, I see Millennium Force, and I see Iron Dragon. Iron Dragon, Panda Express. Was it really loud? Okay. Leave leave Millie alone. I'll throw hands. Hey, it can be overrated. Overrated doesn't mean it's bad. It just means it's overrated. That's all. But we'll talk about it. Okay, good. I'm glad it sounds better. All right, so we've got Millennium, Iron Dragon, and Panda Express. Anyone else? Because of these responses, I almost want to have it be Millennium because I want more people to engage in the video. You think what's bad, Liam? You think the sound is bad? Millie is terrible. Okay. Coaster's Diner. All right, so someone else said Coaster's Diner now. All right. It's kind of fun to see what you guys think. Millie is a great coaster. See, I agree. I love Millie. But the fact that we're already getting this kind of dialogue going on, I'm almost like I want to make a video talking about how terrible Millennium is. Maybe that's the reason why people call it Millennium Forceless, which I disagree with, but maybe they just were like, hey, it gets me clicks when I say it. So I try not to do that, though. I try not to clickbait too much. All right. So we've got all three of these. If there is one that you really want to not be on that list for overrated, then please vote for something else, because otherwise you may end up on it, or yours may end up on it. So Millennium Force, Iron Dragon, Panda Express, or Coaster's Diner. Put those down below for which one you think it should be. If you throw it under Coaster's Diner, I swear. Hey, it's not me, Mom Survival. It's not me. It's the audience, okay? our small but mighty audience right now. Yeah, I rode Mantis a lot. All right, Liam says Millie. If you don't want it to be Millennium, get on that voting. Otherwise, it's going to end up being Millennium. Millennium, there's two. No, just my core water bottle, that's all. Not a sponsored post. Millennium. Coasters. Okay. So I think we have... Is it just two for Millennium right now? Two for Millennium and two for Coasters. One for Iron Dragon. Three for Coasters. All right. Man, I just said they have the best burgers, too. You guys are going to bust my chops, huh? Better be only two. Mom Survival, you're like a crime boss. My word. All right. Looks like Coaster's Diner's winning. I'm going to put that down unless You know, if a flood comes in over the next couple seconds and they all say something else besides Mine Ride. Mine Ride isn't in this area, guys. It doesn't work. Overrated for Coaster's Diner. All right. I guess it's Coasters for me too. All right. Well then, we've got that. Now let's do the underrated. So underrated on Millennium Midway would be, again, Celebration Stage, Rougarou, Millennium Force, Railroad, Iron Dragon, Red Garter Saloon, and Panda Express. Which ones do you not like? Or you really like it, I guess. You really like it. It's underrated. Millie is underrated. The train, that railroad does work for this. Okay. Millie is underrated. The stage is underrated. Oh, you're tugging at my sensitive topics there. Iron Dragon is underrated. Underrated. You do like this. It's underrated. Rougarou is underrated. Oh my word. Things are coming in all of a sudden real fast. Oh, that might be because it's 5:30. We might have more people joining now. Because I initially said 5:30. Sorry, guys. I did start a little bit early at 5 o'clock. If you're here now, Iron Dragon, another one for Iron Dragon. Gemini isn't in this area. Celebration Stage, another one. Rougarou, another one. Man, this is going to be a close race. There's a lot of stuff. Celebration Stage. Oh, yeah, underrated. That's a good thing. Yeah. I keep thinking, oh no, Celebration Stage, that's going to make me sad. But no, that's good. It is underrated. I would agree. All right. So right now we have Celebrate. Oh no, we had Iron Dragon also. So we have Celebration Stage, Rougarou, Millennium Force, Railroad, Iron Dragon for underrated attractions along the Millennium Midway. Celebration is an amazing show. I agree. Celebration Stage. Okay, I see a whole bunch of stuff here. Iron Dragon is underrated. All right. So, tell me down below which one you want to vote for out of these 5. Celebration Stage, Rougarou, Millennium Force, Railroad, Iron Dragon. And if we have 2 that are close, we might vote again. B Miles, I agree with that. They don't use it enough. I would love to see that stage get even more use than it does. Okay, we have 1 for Celebration Stage. Now, remember, this doesn't necessarily mean bad or good. It just means something that people maybe use more or less than they need to use it. Like maybe it has too many lines or not enough lines, not enough people seeing it, things like that. Celebration Stage, Railroad, Iron Dragon, Celebration Stage, Power Towers on the other side. So far we have 3 for Celebration Stage. Anyone want something else? The train. We've got the train. Feels like there's a lot here. Celebration. Railroad. Iron Dragon. Celebration. Train. Okay, so I think that's 2 for the train. 2 for Rougarou. 3 for Celebration Stage. Anyone have something else? 4 for celebration stage. Sounds good. We'll call it 4. If nothing else, you're saying that, I'll count it as... Oh, well, you already said it once, I guess. Youth stage. All right. Well, we're going to have it be the stage unless things come in. My bad. Someone voted twice. Yeah. Still 3, but still. Anyone else? 3, 2, 1. All right. Celebration stage gets it for underrated. You guys might just know me too well, but still, I would tend to agree. Gemini Midway. We have the Power Tower, Gemini, Magnum, Happy Friar, Camp Snoopy, Slingshot, Snake River Expedition, Corkscrew, and Pipe Scream. So, you need a gavel. Oh, someone else said the stage. That's good. Okay, cool. So, Ghoster Coasters. We're voting for the most underrated and underrated places or things in each place. So, like right now, we're on the Gemini Midway. We're going to be voting for underrated. Underrated. So, which one is most underrated? Power Tower, Gemini, Magnum, Happy Friar, Camp Snoopy, Slingshot, Snake River Expedition, Corkscrew, or Pipe Scream. So, which one of those do you think is the most underrated? Go, shoot. Magnum. Of course, Ghoster Coaster's going to say Magnum. Gemini. Magnum. Oh, that's Magnum overrated, not underrated. So I won't count that one for underrated then. Pipe Scream. Magnum is the GOAT. Gemini, Magnum. So I'm seeing a lot of Gemini and Magnum. Gemini, Magnum. I'm going to look through and see if there's anything else. Camp Snoopy. Okay. Gemini, Magnum, Gemini. Pipe Scream is underrated. All right. All right, but given what I've seen here, everyone voting Magnum, we're all friends now. If you're voting Magnum, go check out Ghoster Coasters because he's a YouTuber also. Go check him out. You guys will love him. All right, so between what I'm seeing here, I'm seeing a lot of Gemini and I'm seeing a lot of Magnum. So I'm going to take off the other two. Between Gemini and Magnum, which one is your favorite? Start the voting right now. Magnum, Gemini right away. Magnum, okay. Magnum, all right. Magnum, all right. We've got 1 for Gemini, about 5 for Magnum at this point. Magnum sucks. Oh no. Okay. Gemini, that's 2. No, this is underrated right now. I know I started with overrated every other time. I'm just really good at not doing that. Magnum is the pop culture pick. Magnum, Gemini, that's 3 for Gemini. All right. You know what? I'm going to call it a Magnum. Well, I guess, okay, 3. Yeah, I've given you 3, 2, 1 each time, right? So I'm going to give it. If you want Gemini, you better really hit it hard. If you want Magnum, you better hit it hard too, I guess. Make sure it stays there. 3, 2, 1. I think that's 4 to 7 on Magnum. Something like that. All right. So this is for a future video. So you guys are actually helping me to figure out underrated and overrated attractions for a future video coming up. So you guys will be the ones that have decided this earlier. Oh man, still seeing more people now with Gemini, which makes me feel sad, but I see more here. Hey, thanks. Mom survival, but that doesn't get you anything more. Maybe I should do that in the future. You make sure that I see it though when I see that. We have given Gemini the best possibilities, huh? You guys are awesome. Maybe Gemini will have to get a special mention. All right. Overrated attractions for Gemini Midway. Once again, we're going to do Power Tower. I won't count Gemini since obviously we have so many people where we're divided on all of that. Happy Friar, Camp Snoopy, Slingshot, Snake River Expedition, Corkscrew, or Pipe Scream. Which one is your favorite for overrated? Nope, can't do Gemini. We have a war going on. I almost feel like we should just... It's me. Hi. Ghoster Coasters, you're the problem. It's you. I almost feel like I should just have a war in the video and talk about those two things. But yeah, Corkscrew is probably there, isn't it? Maybe we should do a tie for Gemini and Magnum and talk about that. Just writing some notes here. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to do this. Yeah, Corkscrew. How does Corkscrew get like 75 minutes sometimes, guys? Happy Friar. Corkscrew can't be overrated because a ride has to be liked by anyone to be rated. But Jimmy Chapman, can it, like, I've seen 75 minutes so many times for Corkscrew, it's ridiculous. Snake River Expedition, I would agree with that too. Unfortunately, last year I loved it. This year it's awful. Corkscrew. Corkscrew and Snake River Expedition. The CP app is definitely overrated. I'll give you that. Corkscrew. Happy Friar is good but slow. Fair. Okay. Oops. Not Camp Snoopy. Happy Friar. All right. You can see the head banging while walking under it. Yeah. All right. So I'm seeing a lot of Corkscrew. I'm seeing a lot of, and then I've seen one, Snake River Expedition and Happy Friar. But given what I've already seen here, you know, I'll give it the option. I'll give it an ability to vote. So I'm just going to give it a few minutes here. Oh, backbeat queue. If you want to vote for Happy Friar, Snake River Expedition, or Corkscrew, go for it now. Let's see what you guys think. One for Happy Friar. Got one already. Anyone else? Happy Friar, Snake River Expedition, Corkscrew. Happy Friar looks like it might win. Snake River Expedition, that's 2. Oh, retracted? Okay. Corkscrew. Corkscrew. Snake River. Corkscrew. Snake River. So I think that's 2 for Snake River and 3 for Corkscrew. 3 for Corkscrew now. 4 for Corkscrew. Or for, no, 3 for Snake River now. No, 4 for Snake River. 5 for Snake River. Oh my word. Did I get that wrong, guys? Corkscrew. But Mom Survival already said Corkscrew once. You're clever though. Mom Survival. Snake River. You know what? I think I'm going to have to say Snake River unless something else comes through. So 3, 2, Corkscrew, 1. You know what? I'm going to do a... On this, I'm going to do a tie for 2. I'm going to do a tie for Magnum, Overrated. And I'm going to do a tie for Corkscrew and Snake River Expedition. Or sorry, Underrated. And then Overrated. So Snake River Expedition and Corkscrew are going to be overrated. All right. Well, those are kind of fun. We'll kind of throw things off a little bit by having a couple of ties. All right. Frontier Trail. We have ponies. There's not much in Frontier Trail at all. Ponies, Thunder Canyon, Trail Tavern, and Snake River Falls. So basically, we've got some water rides for us to do, and then we also have the ponies or one place to drink. There's not much on that area. If you have another thing that is an idea, then let me know what you can do. It's the rest of the ride that stinks. The airtime hill on Corkscrew is good, though. Hear me out. It's the rest of the ride that stinks. All of the Cedar Fair Park apps suck. Yeah, I hear they're actually getting a new one, but we'll see. I hope it actually works. Thunder Canyon is a romp. I'll say underrated. Okay, let's start with underrated. Thunder Canyon, underrated. Anyone else for underrated? Ponies, Thunder Canyon, Trail Tavern, Snake River Falls. Thunder Canyon. Ghoster Coaster, when we go and riding some water rides together. We got to do this. Come hang out. Let's do a collab. Snake River Falls and Thunder are underrated. Oh, the Barnyard, of course. I won't include that in under, or, yeah, well, we can put that under underrated if you want that. Barnyard. Thank you for saying that. Snake River Falls. Thunder Canyon is the circular water ride. It's over to the left on Frontier Trail. Hey, Dom Data. The Barnyard is my vote, okay? Barnyard. Forgot about the Barnyard. Okay, Barnyard is underrated. Okay, Skyhawk is in the next section. All right. So, for underrated, right now I'm seeing Thunder Canyon, Snake River Falls, and Barnyard. What out of those three, which one do you want to vote for? Barnyard, Snake River Falls, or Thunder Canyon? Write that down below. It starts right now. Barnyard 1, Barnyard 2, Barnyard 3, Thunder Canyon 1. Ooh, glass blowing. Ooh, that was a good idea. Thunder Canyon, Thunder Canyon. Okay, so we're now 3-3. Someone's got to break it for us. Snake River Falls, that's 1. 3-3 for the other two. Didn't break our tie. Someone's having a birthday? I'm obviously not reading some things. Barnard, 4. Okay, so we've got 4 now. 4-3 for the Barnyard. I'm going to give us 3 seconds. If it pours in for Thunder Canyon, then that'll change things. 3, 2, 1. Refresh station with no ice. That's not it. 0. Okay, Barnyard. Barnyard it is. I kind of like that. All right. A horse stared me down like it wanted to steal my lunch money. I might change my vote. I like that. All right. So we've got the very last one now, and that's Frontier Town. In Frontier Town, there may be more. If there's more, let me know. We have Maverick, Palace Theater, Last Chance Saloon, Cedar Creek Mine Ride, Steel Vengeance, Farmhouse Kitchen Grill, Railroad, and Skyhawk. Which ones do you like the best out of those? Oh, shoot. No. We have to do... Sorry, guys. We have to do Overrated now for Frontier Trail. I'm sorry, guys. That's my bad. My bad. Frontier Trail, we have the Ponies. This is for Overrated. Ponies, Thunder Canyon, Trail Tavern, Snake River Falls. Which one for those 4 on Frontier Trail do you think is overrated? I know it's going to be hard. I don't feel like you guys are going to not like any of these. Trail Tavern is overrated. Okay? Just gonna vote Millie. Snake River Falls. Snake River Falls is overrated. All right. I think that's fair. Yeah, Millie was an option a while ago. Splendid Water Ride. So Snake River Falls. I just wanted to hate on it a bit. Snake River Falls. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of Snake River Falls. Frontier Fling I also can add into this too. All right. I want to hear between the 3 that we have, which I'm already seeing a lot of Snake River Falls, but I'm going to give you the chance to vote. Trail Tavern, Snake River Falls, or Frontier Fling. Which 3 of those is overrated? So far, I think I'm going to count 2 Snake River Falls, 1 for Trail Tavern, 3 for Snake River Falls, 4 for Snake River Falls, 5 for Snake River Falls. Okay, so we're going to start our 3-second countdown. More than 3 seconds, but 6 for Snake River Falls, 7, 3, 2. If you want something else, you got to vote for it. 1, 0. All right, cool. So we've got Snake River Falls, living the overrated life. All right, cool. And now we have Frontier Town. Sorry, guys. All right, someone else has just joined. As a matter of fact, I think there are a couple that are... Trent, wandering the beach is underrated. Wandering the beach is never underrated. We are doing underrated and overrated. I know there are a few people who are new. So we're talking about underrated and overrated. We are doing it by area of Cedar Point. So we've done already Main Midway, the Boardwalk, Millennium Midway, Gemini Midway, Frontier Trail, and then now we're doing Frontier Town. So we're voting for which of these attractions. This is the very last one. But which of these attractions is overrated or underrated? And I think this time we'll start with underrated. Frontier Town has Maverick, Palace Theater, Last Chance Saloon, Cedar Creek Mine Ride, Steel Vengeance, Farmhouse Kitchen and Grill, Railroad, and Skyhawk. First of all, if there's anything else that you want me to add, write that down below. But we've already got one for Skyhawk. So Skyhawk is underrated. No, overrated. We started with underrated. We'll say underrated because Skyhawk by a mile is underrated, is what he said. We do have the train here, so we can do the railroad. Underrated. I really get them mixed up. Lusty Lils is overrated! I'm gonna cry. CP Coaster Lover. People are always talking about how good Steve is. Maverick is underrated. Okay. That is true. People are always talking about Steve, but Maverick kind of gets lost, doesn't it? But the cold six-pack is underrated. Absolutely it is. Skyhawk, underrated. Another Skyhawk, underrated. Maverick. We've got 2 for Maverick, 2 for Skyhawk, at least, something like that. Rocking chairs. Ooh, I can add rocking chairs. That's a good attraction. We'll include that. So far we have Maverick, Railroad, Skyhawk, and the rocking chairs. I just want you to react. You're good at making me react. Skyhawk. I see a whole bunch of Skyhawks. Okay, yeah, Skyhawk. I know a lot of people love Skyhawk. Couldn't be me. I don't understand y'all. But it's not about me. It's about you guys, isn't it? The first date is underrated. I saw a good puke on those. Which one did you see him puke on? Skyhawk? Skyhawk terrifies me. You're right. I agree with you. You are the best person in this comment section. All right. Now we're going to vote for these 4. Maverick, Railroad, Skyhawk, Rocking Chair for underrated. Which one of those 4 are you going to... Which one of those 4 would you vote for? I'll read them again. Maverick, Railroad, Skyhawk, or Rocking Chairs? Skyhawk, 1. Skyhawk, 2. Rocking chairs 1. Maverick 1. Skyhawk. Wait. The Screamin' Swings. You talking about Skyhawk? Skyhawk. Maverick. Skyhawk. So I think that's 2 for Maverick, but I'm seeing Skyhawk just everywhere. So okay, we're gonna make Skyhawk our underrated attraction. Does that mean I have to ride it, guys? I'm not sure I'm down for that. Underrated Skyhawk. All right. Wow, we still have more Skyhawks coming down. Wow. I'll always be the one Boneville guy. Jimmy Chapman, maybe that's what we'll change your name to. I like it. That one Boneville guy. All right. Yeah, you do. I have to write it. Of course you're going to say that. Of course you are. You love to torture me. All right, next one. For overrated, in our last section for today, altogether, we have Maverick Palace Theater, Last Chance Saloon, Cedar Creek Mine Ride, Steel Vengeance, Farmhouse Kitchen Grill, Railroad. Which of those would you vote for? I can ride Skyhawk with Ghoster Coasters. I'd do that. Ghoster Coasters, are you listening? You still there? Just imagine you're on the rocking chairs. Totally different experience. You want to see me piss myself, Ghoster Coasters? Okay, Cedar Creek for overrated. Steel Vengeance for overrated. I'm seeing a couple of those. Whoa, okay. Was not expecting that, but I'm here for it. Maverick is overrated. So we can hit the water right after we pee ourselves. I'm good with that. All right. Lusty Lils is overrated. Oh, man. The Palace Theater. You know what, though? Since someone said it, I'll put it on there. Steel Vengeance. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of repeats now. We are doing... Which one are we doing? We're doing overrated now, and it's the very last one between Maverick, Palace Theater, Last Chance Saloon, Cedar Creek Mine Ride, Steel Vengeance, Farmhouse Kitchen Grill, Railroad, and the Rocking Chairs. Frontier Inn. Oh, I didn't think about Frontier Inn. Frontier Inn. Have a good one, Ghoster Coasters. Okay. So, we're going to vote for our last ones. Maverick, Palace Theater, Cedar Creek Mine Ride, Steel Vengeance, or Frontier Inn. 5 right there. I know there's 6 for Steel Vengeance already, but now the votes actually start. So, if you've already voted for Steel Vengeance, then write more down below. Palace Theater, that's 1. See you, Ghoster Coasters. Cedar Creek, Steel Vengeance. Steel Vengeance, Steel Vengeance. Okay, I don't think that's a vote. Steel Vengeance is laughable, guys. Bring back Whitewater Landing. Okay. So far, I'm seeing Steel Vengeance with 3. Oh, now Maverick with 3. No, Maverick with 2 now. Okay, 2 for Maverick, 3 for Steel Vengeance. Maverick, Cedar Creek is overrated. 1. Maverick, overrated. 3. So we have 3 for Maverick, 3 for Steel Vengeance. Hey, if they're trolling me, that's fine. They can troll me all they want. Cedar Creek Mine Ride, 1. Cedar Creek, 1 more, 4. One, two, three, 4. Okay. 4, 5. Steel Vengeance. No one's being mean to me. You guys are participating. That's all I'm asking for. Okay, so we've got 5 for Steel Vengeance. I'm going to do 3. It can be overrated. It can definitely be overrated if it's just got too long of lines. So, if we've got 3 seconds here to vote for the end, it's now Steel Vengeance at 5 and Cedar Creek Mine Ride at 4, Maverick at 3. So, 3, okay, Cedar Creek. Okay, now it's 5-5. What's up? I just got the teacher voice. Was that my teacher voice? Oh, I really want to get some merch out. I just haven't had the money to go buy shirts for it yet. So, but I do have some shirts that are planning on coming out. Okay, we've got a tie, guys. We've got a tie literally for Cedar Creek Mine Ride versus Steel Vengeance. Which one of those 2 do you want to vote for? Again, the voting starts. I'm going to wipe all the voting right now. Voting starts for Cedar Creek Mine Ride versus Steel Vengeance. Whichever one wins is what wins. Okay, Steel Vengeance, 1. Cedar Creek. And then Steel Vengeance again. Okay, Stevie. Mine Ride. I have to bring it down here, guys. Mine Ride. Steel Vengeance. Mine. Steel Vengeance again. Mine. Vengeance. Mine Ride. Steel Vengeance. Steel Vengeance. Okay, we've got Steel Vengeance pretty clearly. I'm going to do 3 minutes or 3 seconds again and see if anyone wants to vote. 3 for Mine Ride or Steel Vengeance. 2, 1. We've got Steel Vengeance. I kind of like it, honestly. All right. Cedar Point, well, Cedar Fair has had a lot of issues with Intamin. I just saw that comment. Steel Vengeance, overrated. That'll actually be a really fun way to end that video. So Cedar Point had a lot of issues with Intamin for a really long time. I mean, when you think about the rides at Cedar Point that work the least well, it's often it's often Intamin rides. So you have Maverick, that's down very frequently. Of course, you have Top Thrill Dragster, and then you did have Wicked Twister also. Wicked Twister wasn't down that often, but the other two have been down very, very frequently. Before that, they also had, what was it? It wasn't Whitewater Landing. I forget what it was. Shoot the Rapids? Shoot the Rapids that went up, and had a pretty massive issue because of just like a really tiny oversight that they had in it, where the air was able to catch the boat at just the right time and flip it over. So there were those were all Intamin rides, and because of that, Cedar Fair has kind of had a bad taste in their mouth for Intamin for quite a while. Um, does seem like they're doing a lot of stuff now, with Zamperla, which is interesting. So it'll be interesting to see. Yeah, that's true. I-305. But the weird thing is that now we've got some crazy stuff that's happening. Hey, it's good to see you, exotic geckos. Um, Thanks. I won't be there on Sunday. I will be there on Saturday this week, though. Yeah, Zamperla is the new Intamin. I would agree with that. The weird thing is though that Intamin now is kind of experiencing a renaissance, with all the rides that they have down at like Universal and I'm not sure about Disney, but Universal. I think SeaWorld has a couple Intamins too. Um, yeah. So anyway, it's interesting. So. Well, thank you guys so much. It's time for me to head out, actually, also because I need to go see my my daughter. I'm going to pick her up right now, so we can continue our summer vacation times. And that's why I haven't been in the park, but you'll still notice a lot of videos because I'm still producing videos. I have tons of footage from over the year so far, and there's still more footage coming. Yes, Zamperla did build the Wild Mouse coaster. Yep. So anyway, it's been a really good time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. And that's the reason why I'm not in the park right now. I will be back in the park probably this next week. And we'll probably do an evening like on Monday or Tuesday, something like that. So we'll see. But yeah, so Trent videos are underrated. Keep taking off that shirt. Don't tempt me with a good time. I will do it right now. Okay, Jimmy? All right. Thank you guys so much for having a great time hanging out with me here. You guys have made this really fun. You guys have a great day. See ya.